absolutely demolish the 49ers as long as they're playing up to speed. And their offense is extremely well balanced. They've got a couple of good receiving options for Trubisky. Trubisky's healthy now. That's a big plus. And they've got a fantastic backfield with Howard and Cohen doing that nice 1-2 punch of big, heavy back that can run between the tackles, as well as a small, speedier back that can catch the ball. And so it works extremely well there. They're very well balanced on both sides. And again, now that Trubisky's healthy, they're dangerous. And games like this are really just kind of tune-up games for them. They should be trying different things. Against an opponent this week, you have the option of trying out things and working things into the game plan that you normally wouldn't. Possibly getting some of your younger players and depth players more time to get your starters healthy for the postseason, but also just to get them some time in there so if you do happen to need them in the postseason, they're not as green as they would be. So I expect a lot of that from the Bears. As long as they jump out to an early lead, they'll have plenty of time to do that in the second half. And for the 49ers, I mean, Jimmy G went down so early, and, well, it was the offseason, and you lost your running back. I want to say he was the guy from Minnesota. I forget his name now. But yeah, in the offseason, you lose your running back, and you lose your quarterback as early as you do. You should have expected this for the season. But there's great things coming out of the coaching staff because the team never quit. You had all sorts of controversy with Foster, beating the crap out of his girlfriend again and getting released from the team, getting waived and then picked up by the Washington for whatever reason. So they've had their share of issues this season. Plenty of injuries to the receiving core and backup running backs. So they haven't really been able to create any sort of consistency offensively. And the last few weeks, you see real movement. I mean, Mullins is a diamond in the rough, so he might get an opportunity to actually put some starts under his belt elsewhere with teams that are desperate for a quarterback if they're looking to trade for him, because Jimmy G is going to take over the reins the moment he's healthy again. But the fact that Mullins has been able to do what he's been able to do with this offense proves that Shanahan knows what he's doing. And he does get a more talented group, a more deep group, or maybe a tougher group that doesn't get hurt as frequently around him. He'll be able to do some damage, especially in this division. Seattle's great. They've got consistent coaching and a good quarterback. That's what's great about them right now. They don't have the Legion of Boom anymore, but they were able to rebuild the other position groups because they have the luxury of having a quarterback and a coach on the same page that are good enough to carry this team to a few wins while the rest of the position groups figure themselves out. So you'd like to see something like that develop in San Francisco. It seems to be developing in Chicago for sure. Trubisky's in, they do fantastic. Trubisky's out, they lose games. So it's a quarterback league. Quarterback and the play caller need to be on the same page. And if you can put good pieces around those people to have true depth on the team, then you're dangerous. And that's what Chicago is right now. That's what the Saints are right now. That's what you have in Kansas City. That's what you have in Pittsburgh. So you're getting there, San Francisco. One, maybe two good off seasons, and Jimmy G staying healthy, and you'll probably be able to see the playoffs like some other teams in your division, but not for a while. Chicago, just don't overlook these guys, and I'm picking the Bears by about 10, 15. It's going to be an easy one. Most people in San Francisco should be just paying attention to whether or not Nick Bosa is fully healthy from his early season injury, because you're probably going to be picking him up in the offseason.